So the answer to that question is it's in flux, and we're not going to say that's not, we're going to say that's obvious. However, it just is obvious. There are a lot of things that are in flux as we move forward. Look, a lot of people make their living doing public speaking, doing trainings, just like I do. And we have been forced to adjust and adapt and innovate in order to create a better, different, more allowable platform for us to get our information across and to conduct the work that we do. So all that being said, that is what's happening. And we don't see it really changing anytime soon, even though as of this day, you may see a lot of states opening up to allow more social gatherings. And we're going to tell you that that is not going to last. It is, you know, it's funny, if we've said it once, we've said it 100 times. This pandemic is here to stay. It is not going to disappear with summer. It may go into remission, and we said that way back when. We like to call it that. It is remission. And what that means is that it will resurface again. And so companies or people who make their living doing trainings and speaking, while they may be able to speak to a smaller group or have some adaptation to the way those conferences are done, that is not going to be, it's not going to go back to the way it was done before pandemic showed up, before COVID showed up. And so, and really, we don't see this changing for about another 2.5 years. You know, it will come and go. Once we have more adequate treatments and eventually a vaccine, and again, we don't see a viable vaccine, that's really hard to say, until at least 2021. And then it has to filter down through the levels of population, which will take months, if not longer. So in order for this to be something that allows us to go back to a sort of normal that we used to have, where we would gather in large conferences and trainings, this is just not going to happen for at least 1.5 years to 2 years as we see it at this time. Everything is subject to change. However, we don't see that changing anytime soon. So we encourage you to adapt and to be as early a comer as you can to the market of video trainings, video conferences. Certainly it's caught on like wildfire, and it's going to stay. It will stay even after we get through this in the next 2.5 to 3 years. So I think that hopefully answered that question. Let's see if there's anything more about that. Excuse me. What we like, and what we said in our other first installment of these videos, is that we like a lot of innovation, and we see a lot of innovation coming. So meditate, get to a quiet spot, and let that information come to you. Even on a small individual level, innovation is possible. It doesn't have to happen. It will happen on a much larger scale, but it will also continue to happen on an individual level. Let's see if there's anything more about that. Now is a great time for people to write books, to write trainings, to write blogs, to write, because people will be turning more to that. Yeah. Anything else? No, we feel good with that and complete. Okay.